I'm Tennille. I'm going to review the Aleks math program that's online that I did with my third grader this year. And right away when you log into the Aleks program, you see a pie chart. And when you first start, it's completely blank. The first thing you do is take a test, and the topics that you have already mastered will automatically fill in the pie chart, and that was a great motivator for my son because he saw that some of the pieces were already filled in even before he started his first lesson, so that was great. We liked that. The other thing we liked about this program is that he was able to choose each day which lesson he wanted to do. As you can see right now, he could choose multiplication, and this is a list of the lessons, or he could choose algebra and graphs, and so that gave him ownership in his learning, so that we really liked that as well. He liked that the lessons were very short, and there's only one problem at a time that shows up. As you can see, I'll click on one of the lessons and you can see what it looks like. It only shows one problem at a time, so that helped him to not be overwhelmed as he worked through his lesson. And then immediately you get feedback. So I'll just type in a wrong answer and show you what happens. It says your answer is incorrect. Try to answer again. And if he didn't understand, then he could always click on explain. And then an explanation of how to complete the problem will show up. He can go through it and then click on practice again, and then it will give you a brand new problem. So we really liked that. Every single explanation, every single problem had an explanation. That really worked. Also, as you work through the lessons, there are periodic quizzes that pop up, and you can't progress through your lessons until you take the quiz, so that really ensured mastery as well as he went through the year. Quick tables, I'll show you that. That's just an online math fact drill, basically, and this worked great because I let him choose if he wanted to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. And he really liked this thermometer as well. That created enthusiasm as he saw the thermometer progress up and up. And it's a really good visual for him to see that he's actually making progress throughout the year with his math facts. So that was another thing we liked. There's also a separate page for the master account as well, and it gives you control over how long the problems last in quick tables or how long he can be logged into the program without any activity. So you have a lot of control over that as well. It's on a separate page with a separate login. Let's see, the one thing I really liked about it was that he could work at his own pace, and he was able to finish his grade level early, so in the master account I could just move him up to the next grade level, and also if your child needed more time, they could just pick up where they left off the next year or work through the summer as well, as long as you renew your account. So that's another great thing about this program. Let's see, some things to be aware of that we noticed right away, that it doesn't tell you how long the lesson is going to be. It also doesn't tell you how long a quick table session or a test is going to be. So that was a little frustrating for him. And at that point, an easy solution would be just to set a timer and say, let's just work for 5 or 10 more minutes. And then you can just quit in the middle of a lesson, and all of his work was saved. We didn't have to worry about him losing any of the hard work that he did. And then just pick up later in the day or continue the next day. So that would be an easy solution for that. And also another drawback is that in the explanation you can see there's no audio, there's no video, it's just a written explanation. So if your child has trouble reading the explanation, it's going to be really important that you go through it with them step by step. And if this isn't sufficient, you might need to seek outside resources for an alternative explanation or other teaching methods. Another thing that might be a problem is that it doesn't come with any hands-on manipulatives, so you may need to supplement with blocks or an abacus or Unifix cubes or something like that. One warning, this will be the final thing, is to resist the temptation to help your child get the right answer. Because if you are helping them get the right answer, then it's going to skew the results in the program. It's going to assume that your child has mastered that specific problem. So whenever they need whenever they need help, you always want to click on explain, work through it with them, and then click practice again, and it will give them a brand new problem that they can try on their own. And that way the program won't progress them on if they haven't mastered it yet. So that would be the only warning that I would give. But otherwise, the program really worked well for us. My son did really well this year, and we're going to go ahead and continue with it next year.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
How did you make this? What did this look like as in your daily routine? Was it happen every day at the same time or after a certain event?
I just make a list of the assignments that my children have to complete through the day, and this was just on it. I would just say a math lesson and quick tables. And so he got to choose when he wanted to do it. It was often he wanted to do it first because he knew he could do this on his own and get it done quickly. And so that's just how it worked for us. The lessons are really short, as I said, and so he liked to get it done out of the way. Sometimes he'd do 2 or 3 lessons because they were so short.
Wow. Can I ask you one more question? Mm-hmm. It sounds like you give your kids lots of choice. Mm-hmm. And would you mind sharing why you do that? How that helps in homeschooling?
It really helps because they have more of a sense of ownership in their learning. And also, if they feel like one topic was too hard, he could just click out of that and then choose another topic. It just gives them more of an investment in their own learning. And so I found that it kind of puts more of the responsibility on them.
Yeah. Thank you so much.